Hi everyone, I'm FM Greeno and welcome along to Euro Truck Simulator 2. So, in the last episode you left us in Milan, where we had just made a delivery. Since then we've made a very short drive across to Turin, and now we are just on our way to pick up another delivery.
Keep right,
Our guy was very tired, so we've just availed ourselves of a hotel car park somewhere to have a nap. I'm not sure the hotel management will be terribly happy with that, but it is what it is. We did it, and now we've just come to pick up our new load, which as you can see is just here right in front of us. So I'll get it hooked up and we'll be off on the road. So we have picked up our load. It is some very large tubes, which we are delivering. I think it's to Zurich. Might be Geneva, I can't remember now. Somewhere in Switzerland, I think. We'll find out along the way, I guess. Another grim old morning. Well, actually, I say morning. It's about lunchtime, so yeah, hopefully we're going to get some daytime driving done today. We're scheduled to arrive, it seems, at around 20 to 9. So with a bit of luck, we might even do this whole drive in daylight, which will make a nice change. So I'm going to get myself through Turin, by hook or by crook. And yeah, I'll catch you when we're on the road. Need to get some fuel in a minute too, so we'll be doing that shortly. So, I just stopped to get the petrol, or diesel in fact, obviously. I wanted to give you an indication of what we're carrying today, so you can see these three pretty sizable metal tubes we're carrying on the back. It's about an 18-ton load, so reasonably heavy, but not crazy heavy. So, yeah, it shouldn't be too bad for us to make decent time as long as the roads are good. The weather is still pretty grim. We've had some flashes of lightning, as you can see just there. So that's not ideal, but we will truck on. Hopefully, the weather will improve as we go. So I am wondering whether I ought to be making some adjustments to this weather. I think you can change it so that you get, you know, more or less realistic weather conditions. I know there are extra weather mods and stuff you can add in, but I think just with the standard one within the game, I think you can sort of turn up and down the rainfall. Because we do seem to be getting an awful lot of it at the moment, which is a real shame. I mean, here we're driving through northern Italy, through the Valle d'Aosta, where a good buddy of mine happens to live. And there's some really spectacular scenery here. I mean, this is like the Italian Alps, you know? And we can't see it because it's too cloudy and rainy. So maybe for future I need to turn the sunshine up a little bit so we can see a bit more of what's going on. So we have just crossed over the border into Switzerland. We haven't hit a motorway yet since leaving Turin. It's all been windy mountain roads, which has been really quite challenging given the weather conditions. But fortunately, that kind of means we've had to take it steady. So no speeding fines picked up yet, which makes a nice change. But hopefully as we start to head into Switzerland now, it looks like the rain is abating a little bit. So with a bit of luck, that's going to clear up, and we're going to get some nice mountain vistas for the rest of the drive. There we go, look, the rain has completely stopped now by the looks of it, so you can see ahead of us some pretty spectacular looking mountains. You can't really see them out of the window here, but maybe we'll pull over and have a little look in a minute and see what we can see. But yeah, it's nice to see something other than cloud and fog and rain. Well, this road is tricky. You can see on the sat-nav just how windy it is. It's snaking around through the sort of valley floor here in the mountains. But it's really twisty and turny, which is not ideal when you've got a big, lengthy load on the back. Obviously, it's still going up and downhill quite a bit. which means gravity starts to kick in when you're going down the hill, so you're having to brake for a lot of it. And then, yeah, you have to put your foot down a little bit going up the hill, obviously. Thankfully, this truck that I bought has got a little bit of power behind it, so it is handling that pretty well at this stage. But yeah, this is something you really have to concentrate on. You can see here, look at this hairpin bend. I mean, you've always just got to crawl around it, basically. Unfortunately, there haven't been any parking spots anywhere on the way, but we'll come off here. And we can take a little look around and see how it looks here. With our truck. And the mountains in the background. That's beautiful, isn't it, huh? Doesn't she look great here in this mountain vista? So we're making pretty decent progress here now. The road seems to be getting a little less twisty and turny, so we can pick up the pace a little more. One thing I am going to have to be mindful of, I think, if I'm taking jobs on this kind of route again, if they're kind of timed jobs where there are penalties for being late, I'd better make sure I have plenty of time padded into it. If you remember when we set out, I think I said it was about 9:30 or 20 to 10, or no, even earlier than that, perhaps, that we were expected to arrive at the destination. Might even have been before 9 o'clock, thinking about it. And of course, the sat-nav is using a calculation based upon the fact that you're going to do something approaching the speed limit of the road to calculate your ETA. But of course, through these twisty mountain roads in a truck like this, you are not going anywhere near the speed limit for most of it. Though I am now. So that's something I'm definitely going to have to think about when I'm looking at jobs in the future if I'm going to come along this kind of route. Don't pick anything where the schedule is a bit too tight. As you can see, we have just discovered the city of Bern. I don't think this is our final destination. We've still got an hour and 40 odd minutes ahead of us. Obviously the route just takes us through here because there isn't a highway around it, I suppose. So, but it's, yeah, good to have another city on the list. So as we come out of the other side of Bern, we've got just over an hour's driving left. The sun is starting to set. So, yeah, we're going to be plunged into darkness before too long, I suppose. I have to say, I have enjoyed this drive, even though it's been a bit difficult. Yeah, what with those weather conditions earlier in the drive and those really twisty mountain roads. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, it has to be said. So, yeah, I'll hopefully be picking out a few more of these mountain drives in the future. So after a very short amount of highway, we are now coming into Zurich. So it is Zurich and not Geneva we're delivering to. And we are on the twisty-turny roads again, as you can see. Obviously it's pitch black. The street lighting doesn't seem to be very good here in Zurich. It's not making much of a difference, so gonna have to take it easy. My guy is getting tired as well. So I guess as soon as we've done the drop-off, we'll be looking for somewhere else to sleep. There's Zurich discovered. It's the first time we've been here, of course. So yeah, I'll get closer to getting parked up, and we'll check in again.
Turn left.
Right, so here we are. We are just approaching the drop-off point. Already in Zurich so far, we managed to locate another vehicle dealership, which was a DAF dealer. We also found a recruitment agency, which I guess will come in handy as we go along. So let's have a little look at the parking here. We're obviously still just doing the safe stuff because I can't reverse these things for toffee. So let's just find where it is. It should be just over here. So with a bit of luck, we can just swing into that if we take it nice and steady. Let's have a little go. As you can hear, my guy is still very, very tired. So are we going to get these pipes straight enough to go straight into that spot or not? I reckon so. Looking good, I think. So we just got to straighten up now. Slowly coast into the spot. And hopefully it lights up green for us. We'll see. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. So, let's see the results of that job. The good thing about that job, I didn't pick up a single ticket for anything at all. Which is most unusual, as we know. Yeah, but no speeding fines. I remember to have my lights on at all times. I didn't crash into anything. In spite of almost doing so a couple of times on those mountain passes. But yeah, that was pretty cool. So, well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was a pretty interesting drive. A shame we didn't get to see more of the mountains earlier on, but it did brighten up once we got into Switzerland a bit, didn't it? So, that was pretty cool. Well, if you did enjoy it, I'd appreciate if you drop a like on there for me. Click that thumbs up. Obviously, it helps me get seen by more people. And if you've got any comments about this episode or the series as a whole so far, I would love to see them in the section below. And don't forget, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, click on that button and come and hop on the Greenobus. There's plenty of room for you all. Just remains for me to thank you for watching, and I will see you soon for some more action here on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Bye for now.